Hey guys, Dave here. Warning, the following video will contain language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised. If any of these words, particularly of the four-letter kind, offend you, stop watching now. As I said, Dave here, or as I think that Mark Guggenheim likes to refer to me as, that beef track rapping motherfucker. Okay, the reason I'm making this video is coming up soon this week, we are going to get the premiere of Arrow, as well as The Flash, and I'm looking forward to doing review videos of The Flash and the other shows like Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow, but Arrow, due to the way that it's been lacking in certain behavior from the creative powers that be online, I feel instead of giving a normal review, I'm going to be roasting these shows. Now, in doing so, I wanted to lay some ground rules here about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Number one, my hatred and animosity is going to be aimed mostly at the people behind the scenes, like executive producer Mark Guggenheim, Wendy Miracle, things like that, because they're the ones that are putting the words in people's mouths, and they're the ones making the decisions that that create havoc with these characters that a lot of us love and a lot of us have come to hate. Now, I try not to do personal attacks on them, but Googie has made some very bad choices, and he has at times he has taunted the people on Twitter, calling comic book fans and the fans of Black Canary the silent minority, which the hashtag No Laurel No Arrow fans have proven that they are anything but. And because of things going on, the ratings have dropped because of the interaction with certain fans and dishonorable treatment of people on both Twitter as well as certain stars, like the way Katie Cassidy was informed that she was let go from the show. A lot of people are not happy with him, and he wants to block it out or think that these people's voices don't matter. Wrong. See, I'm proud to be part of those voices that I help to speak for the people and to let them know that, hey, this shit's wrong and it needs to be fixed right now. So, I try not to do personal attacks and whatever in his life, but so I try to focus on the business part of it. But he and the creative staff are going to be the big targets that I'm going after. Two, do not, and I do not intend to do this, I do not plan on doing personal attacks on the actors or actresses due to what happened on the show. See, their characters are made to do things, and it's their job, or whatever. I mean, people may not be happy with Felicity, but Emily Bett Rickards has been getting death threats. Katie Cassidy got them. See, that I'm not crazy about. And Madison McLaughlin, who played the faux canary who's coming back as Artemis, she started getting harassed by people. I don't condone that. I'm not doing that. This is a girl just trying to get a frickin' paycheck and do her job like anybody else. She doesn't deserve that kind of flack. I may not like the things are going, but I don't see any reason to attack these people. And if you're here to do that, to get fodder, to go after the actors and actresses for what happened to the characters on the show, you are not one of my people. I'm not representing you. Get the fuck off my channel. Also, number three, I may poke fun at little things here and there. I may make jokes involving sexuality in the shows, but I try not to do personal attacks against LGBT people. For example, Colton Haynes, who played Roy Harper, John Barrowman, who plays Malcolm Merlin. Several cast members have been gay or bi, and the characters have been gay or bi. Hell, Wonder Woman has recently been announced by DC Comics that she is a member of the LGBT community because she is attracted to women too, and always has been. So, if you're here to get your homophobic shit on, you are once again not, one of my fan base. You do not speak for me. I do not speak for you. Get the fuck off my channel. Why do I feel this way? I have friends in the LGBT community. These are good people, and the night of the Pulse attack, had things changed around and I had been available to go out there, a friend and I would have been driving by that area that night. So believe me, this is real to me. And now, I might make certain jokes. Now, like John Barrowman, gay. His character, Malcolm Merlin, is not. And I mean, it's kind of funny. I mean, he may have hinted at a certain bisexuality as Malcolm Merlin, but nothing really confirmed. So I may make a joke like this, and this is a damn good joke. I'm going to say this in other videos. I've already said it on Twitter. This is funny. As far as I know, Malcolm Merlin is not homosexual, but given the choices for things like the main bad guy in Season 5, Prometheus, in looking at his appearance, he looks like Malcolm Merlin and the Scarecrow hate-fucked in the Lazarus pit and that thing popped out. Now, it's a funny thing, but I'm not slurring against homosexual people. Echo Kellum, I believe he's also gay and plays homosexual on the show as Mr. Terrific. I'm not going to knock him because, well, when it comes to a sexuality like that, they're not wrong, they're not sinners, they're just the way they are, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, so I'm not going to say it as a detrimental slur. It's not me. Now, 4. I may go after certain actors or actresses if their behavior is less than stellar. For example, Stephen Amell, I've had a bump in with him or two online, when he talked with YouTuber Bone Clinks. Bone Clinks was very cordial in talking with him, and then shortly after they had a little, conversation, apparently Olicity fans kind of started saying all this stuff. Stephen Amell made a Facebook Live video calling him an asshole, and pretty much his fans sicked him. Now, due to that, that's a behavior I'm not too crazy about. For this, I may give any and all characters or actors on the show certain nicknames. Like for Stephen Amell, I may call him Scruffy. And if you want to get on his good side, apparently he let it slip on a Larry King video that one of his guilty pleasures is salt and vinegar chips. If you bring him a bag of salt and vinegar chips, you'll probably be on his good side. I've tried them myself. Not my thing. I mean, salt and vinegar. If you like him, go ahead. But due to certain behaviors by the actor or stupid things made on the show, I may refer to him as Scruffy and tell him to go eat a bag of douche chips. Now, Echo Kellum, as I was mentioning before, everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has a bad day. I saw a Twitter tweet where someone told him Arrow is dead, bury it, and Echo responded by telling him to eat a dick. And then another person said, hey, you shouldn't say that to your fans. You can eat a dick too. We all have bad days. I've had my share of them. We all make mistakes. And what I'm trying to do with the show is to give it a chance to correct its mistakes, repair its faulty storylines, correct the mistakes that have affected certain people, and hopefully to also bring back the character of Laurel Lance, as well as hopefully issue Katie Cassidy some well-deserved respect. Because of that, I want to see that happen, and I'm poking fun in order to bring that to light. See, that's the big thing. Since Cody Rhodes, aka Stardust, is going to be showing up, I think it's important to point out the wrestling dynamic of the good versus evil storyline. Considered the good guy are normally considered the pretty boy or the face, and the bad guys, the ones that the people like to hate, are known as the heel. See, these guys have the whole dynamic of the ones you root for and the ones you boo for. This actually helps to further the story along and to make it going. Now, a lot of people I've talked to said, I hate Arrow, I'm giving up on the show, I'm not going to watch it, but I will watch what you have to say about it. That's pretty heavy, and for a bit, I was prepared to give up on it completely myself. But I like several of the characters, and I don't want to see it just die by going the way of filing ratings and being the first show in that universe that joined this wonderful universe together to be canceled. So, I realize by talking about it, by roasting it, not only do I get to be a voice for the community that feels that the show has been ignoring on purpose and stepping all over, so I get to vent that frustration, but that's where it gets funny. To the people like Mark Guggenheim and whatnot that are doing this, To them, I could very well be considered the heel. But to the no Laurel, no Arrow crowd, the comic book fans that don't like the direction of the show, I'm definitely the face. If you check out my Ode to Black Canary, I'm definitely the voice. But, like I said, this is something that... It's a weird, counterintuitive dynamic, but it's actually kind of funny. I figured out a way that if I keep talking about it... See, I remember the old Dean Martin roast show, and Sammy Davis Jr. had said... he said one of the best thrills is people in this business to make fun of you. Because if they're not making fun of you, they don't give a damn about you. Well, I'm doing the same thing. By talking about Arrow, even by shitting all over it verbally, I'm keeping it in the public eye. I'm trying to give people an idea of what to fix, what to correct. So, I get the best of both worlds. I get to talk shit about Arrow, and in doing so, I'm helping to keep the show going. Now, if they do something good, I will talk about that too. I'm being fair. So, if they do a fight scene or actually correct a storyline, I will point that shit out. If they do something I'm not too crazy about, I'll point that out too. I want to see it go back to its former glory, and if not, become better. What I'm trying to do is trying to help it by being the antagonist, the anti-hero of the story, as it were. And that's pretty damn cool. So to anyone that's wondering what I'm doing, if I hate the show or not, no, I don't. I'm trying to do one last chance, to give it one last hope this season to correct the mistakes. This season's the litmus test. Season 5 is where they need to fix shit. Otherwise, it will wither on the vine. Would I like that to happen? Not really. A lot of other fans are already jumping ship on it. Maybe it's because of the comic book characters that I grew up with. They try to give people the last chance, even the bad guys, because they don't deserve that. And that's the way I see Arrow. I love these characters. Shit. I want to one day be a part of these shows. I would love to go to karaoke with the casts of these shows one day. I would love that. They're probably going to kick my ass on the stage, but still be fun as hell. So I'm trying to save it by talking shit about it and roasting it. Because in this case, I'm trying to roast only the ones I love. So, I know it's counterintuitive, but for anyone that wants to bitch about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it or how I'm doing it, how can you talk shit about the show if you're trying to save it? Like I said, it's the whole good versus evil dynamic, and at least if I'm talking about it, then I care about it. And so will other people. To anyone else who wants to jump on the bandwagon and shit all over me for what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, what have you done to actually take steps to save the show? See, I'd rather try and fail and feel good about myself for giving it a shot than doing nothing and letting it wither and die in front of me. I'd rather take a chance than regret the chances I didn't take. So, before you start getting on me about the shit I'm doing and why, what have you done to save the show? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, see, I wanted to do this little intro thing. I was originally going to do an explanation at the beginning of my Arrow roast, but I started realizing I'm a long-winded motherfucker. And it would detract. If I got to do, 14, 15 minutes of explanation before I actually get into tearing the show apart? No. And so I made this video here, so if anyone starts bitching about my future review or actually roast videos, I can defer them back to this video and let them eat fucking crow. They start talking, yeah, you don't really like the show? Watch this video, and I'll just sit there snickering, thinking, yeah, but you feel like a dick. Alright, guys. Until next time, Dave signing off. Peace.